Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
There's nothing like sinking your teeth into a juicy burger. It's the most iconic fast food menu item of all time. Regardless of where you are in the world, you're never far from a burger. You can even have one delivered right to your door. Much has changed in the fast food industry over the years.
Patchouli burger.
We grew it in our victory garden.
But consumer demand hasn't. A burger hits all the right spots when it comes to delivering guilty pleasures as nothing else can, and seems to taste better when made by someone else in a fast food restaurant. So let's look between the buns at the top 10 fast food burgers.
I'm listening.
Hardee's Frisco Thickburger.
I stopped at a Hardee's on the way. Would that be all right?
Hardee's/Carl's Jr. is famous for delivering monster-sized sandwiches that pack a wallop of flavor. The Frisco Thickburger is no exception. You may remember Hardee's Frisco Burger from the 90s and were sad when it was discontinued. Put away your crocodile tears because it's back on the menu and it's better than ever. The Hardee's Frisco Thickburger starts with 2 buttered pieces of grilled sourdough bread.
Our food is simple, but it's good.
A large 1/3 pound beef patty is added to it with Swiss cheese and onion mayonnaise. If it makes you feel any better, they do add a slice of tomato. There has to be at least one health nut who wonders where the vegetables are. The sandwich is big, beefy, and jam-packed with flavor. The combo meal is expensive money-wise, and when it comes to your waistline, well, the Frisco Thickburger combo is a meal that's best left for after you're done running a marathon.
Welcome to Carl's Jr. Would you like to try our
extra big-ass taco?
There's nothing to not like about this burger, and that in itself is why it remains so popular. It doesn't hurt that you can always have your burger made precisely the way you want it. All it takes is speaking up and letting the person at the register know what you want.
Your kids are starving. Carl's Jr. believes no child should go hungry.
Dairy Queen Deluxe Cheeseburger.
I want you to help me get a Dairy Queen franchise.
What's the first thing you think about when Dairy Queen comes to mind? It's probably something with ice cream in it. Their iconic blizzards are one of the most popular menu items. Some of you may not be aware that Dairy Queen also has fast food style restaurants. There are still Dairy Queen stores that focus primarily on ice cream and nothing else. However, those fortunate enough with a Dairy Queen that serves up burgers in their area know what a real treat this can be.
I can't believe I got all this for just $5.
Not only can you get a burger, but you can also enjoy a great ice cream treat as a dessert. The Dairy Queen Deluxe Cheeseburger is a fantastic sandwich that goes great with their fries and ice cream. Wash it down with soda pop, and you've got a meal fit for a king. The Deluxe Cheeseburger is like their regular cheeseburger, just more deluxe. Seriously, it's a bigger version of their cheeseburger with the addition of tomato, onion, and mayonnaise.
You know, the mayonnaise and the onions and paprika.
It's the perfect thing to get your mind off of the ice cream that you'll still enjoy later on. The burger is a simple sandwich that was made famous by the working class. Americans love being able to eat on the run, and the burger symbolizes this more than anything else. A person can be in a hurry and eat a burger while walking down the street, but they better eat it fast if that ice cream cone is melting and dripping down the other hand.
Come on, I'll treat you to a Dairy Queen.
A&W Papa Burger.
This is no bigger than a Papa Burger at A&W.
Fashion and hairstyles come and go throughout the years. The one thing that has never gone out of style is the cheeseburger. From greasy spoons to drive-in restaurants, they've always been popular. The mode in which the burger has been delivered to us has changed. Before drive-thru, there was drive-in, and A&W led the way. You would park, order through a speaker, and the food would be brought out to your car. Today, we just have to pull up an app. A&W is another restaurant where burgers aren't the first thing that comes to mind.
Does anyone fancy a butterbeer?
You probably go there for their famous root beer. There's no better root beer to make an ice cream float with than A&W. The taste of A&W root beer and vanilla ice cream is a perfect match. It's a fantastic treat no matter if it's a hot summer day or if you've got to wear thermal underwear to go to your local A&W root beer stand. There isn't a time or a place that isn't perfect for this sweet treat. However, it is burgers that we're talking about here, and they serve up one that's delicious.
Papa.
The Papa Burger is the only thing that may make you go to A&W for something other than a float. What exactly is a Papa Burger? It's 2 beef patties, 2 slices of melted American cheese, tomato, lettuce, onion, pickle, Papa sauce, all on a lightly toasted bun. It's their answer to the Big Mac, and some prefer it over the classic sandwich from McDonald's. Wash it all down with a frosty mug of root beer that's sure to make the meal one to remember.
Be safe, guys. Later on, we're gonna go to the A&W.
Whataburger Whataburger.
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you.
Those of you who don't live in the South have no idea what you're missing out on. You can only get a Whataburger in the South. The goal was to create a burger so good that you shouted,
What a burger!
while eating it. Some say this is by far the best burger you can get anywhere. The sandwich itself is iconic and has a following throughout the South. What exactly is a Whataburger? It's a beef patty with cheese, diced onions, mustard, pickles, tomato on a warm toasted bun. The bun is warm when you receive the sandwich, and many people believe this is what sets it apart from the pack. If you don't plan on visiting any southern states, then you're going to be out of luck.
I hear they got some tasty burgers. I ain't never had one myself. How are they?
There are no plans to move northward or anywhere outside the South in the near future. Is it worth the road trip to feast on a Whataburger? Well, we certainly think so.
We're there.
White Castle Slider.
I want 30 sliders, 5 French fries, and 4 large cherry Cokes.
I want the same, except make mine Diet Cokes.
You may be surprised to know that the White Castle Slider has been famous long before Harold and Kumar set out on their fast food feast. The sandwich dates back to 1921, and many attribute the invention of the hamburger bun to White Castle. If you're the type who eats a lot of burgers, then you have them to thank for inventing the perfect bread for your favorite sandwich. The slider was invented at a time when ground meat was thought of as lesser quality.
You guys kept talking about White Castle last night so much it made me start to crave it too.
Each slider cost a nickel up to the 1940s, and that made them the go-to sandwich for those who were price conscious. A sack of these sandwiches may cost more than they used to, but they sure pack the same irresistible flavor. Each slider has a thin beef patty, onions, and pickles. They're small, tasty, and best eaten in multiples.
We both just ate 30 burgers and 4 large orders of fries.
Steak and Shake, the original double and cheese steak burger.
What about some steak? You like steak?
If you're in the Midwest, then you probably already know all about Steak and Shake. If you're not, then it's time to start drooling. The original double and cheese steak burger is a sandwich well worth daydreaming about. It starts with 2 hot off the grill steak burgers, melted American cheese, and toasted buns. What makes this sandwich so unique is the fact that you get to choose your own toppings. That's right, you don't have to worry about picking off those pesky pickles if they're not your thing.
I'm Pickle Rick!
Do you like extra onions? You'll be crying tears of joy when your burger comes served up exactly the way you ordered it. Why can't all burger joints do this? The world would be a much tastier place if they did.
These sticky buns are just heaven.
Aren't they?
Five Guys Bacon Cheeseburger.
I love this burger. So delicious.
What burger list would be worth its weight in ketchup without mentioning Five Guys? It's the one burger hotspot that's starting to creep up everywhere. Are you the type that likes their burgers still mooing? If so, then you need to head on over to Five Guys. It's the only place on our list where you can have your burger cooked to order. That means you can order your burger anywhere from rare to fully cooked. There are a million reasons why fast food joints don't serve undercooked meat, but these guys are more than willing to allow you to have it your way. What exactly is the Five Guys Bacon Cheeseburger? It's 2 hand-formed meat patties cooked to order, 2 strips of bacon, along with 2 slices of Kraft American cheese. This meat and cheese paradise is enclosed in a soft sesame seed bun. The toppings are your choice, and that makes this burger the ultimate for anyone who has control issues.
And I release you.
You have control over the entire burger right down to how long it's cooked.
Best dinner ever.
Wendy's Classic Single.
I'm like a single mother.
The Classic Single from Wendy's has many devoted die-hard fans. Quite a few of you probably even think it's the best burger out of the bunch. No one is going to disagree with that here. It is a mighty fine sandwich that also carries with it quite a bit of girth. Get it in the form of a combo meal, and it's a tasty treat to be savored and enjoyed. The never-frozen beef patties are more than just juicy, they're incredibly flavorful as well. The Classic Single is made up of fresh beef, tomato, red onion, lettuce, crinkle-cut pickles, ketchup, and mayonnaise.
Oh yeah, that sauce.
All on a premium bun. What makes the sandwich different than the rest is the great tasting beef. It's also the only sandwich on this list that has a square meat patty and not one that's circular. Dave Thomas was against cutting corners, and that's why their patties are square. While Dave may be gone, his tradition of high-quality burgers lives on. Add a side of fries and a cold Frosty, and it's a meal that can't be beaten. You could even dip your fries into your Frosty if you're the adventurous type. The traditional hamburger is one thing that hasn't gone out of style for the last 100 years, and it never will. The only thing that changes are the number of people who enjoy burgers. Maybe someone will take on Wendy's square burger and come up with a triangle one. That's a change that'll shake things up.
Ed, I see you.
Burger King Whopper.
My job is trying to prevent Mr. Andrew from unleashing the Whopper with cheese.
What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think about a Whopper? It's the size of the sandwich. It is indeed a Whopper, and that's why people all over gobble it up. Who doesn't want a monster-sized burger when overcome with the pangs of hunger? The Whopper is a world-famous sandwich that can be eaten on all corners of the globe. Walk into any Burger King and ask for a Whopper. They'll know without any hesitation that you want to devour this mammoth-sized burger. The ingredients of the Whopper read like a playlist of top-performing flavors. It all starts with a whopping quarter pound of flame-grilled beef. It's topped with tomato, lettuce, mayonnaise, pickles, ketchup, and a sesame seed bun. You can add cheese for a small fee if you'd like. Much like the classic single from Wendy's, cheese is optional when it comes to the Whopper. You'll have to pay a bit extra if you want some cheesy goodness on your burger.
I'll go for a Whopper.
The thing that separates Burger King from all the other fast food hotspots is that they flame grill their burgers. The flavor of their grill is iconic worldwide. It brings the backyard to wherever you're enjoying your burger. Be it in the dining room, your car, or on the couch, it tastes like you fired up the grill in the backyard in the summertime.
It smells like if all the food we spilled on it had a war with all the butts that sat on it.
There aren't many foods where you can eat an entire meal with one hand, though some of the burgers listed here are best eaten with two hands. Trying to devour a Whopper with one hand may leave you with a lap full of salad and condiments.
You gonna eat that?
McDonald's Big Mac.
I've never done anything important. Well, except for when I beat Larry Bird for a Big Mac.
We saved the best for last. Well, it depends on who you ask. What can't be argued is the impact the Big Mac has had on the world of burgers. There is no burger on earth more famous than a Big Mac. There's almost no country on the face of the planet where you can't order a Big Mac. That fact alone is mesmerizing. If you're lucky, you might even be able to have a Big Mac delivered right to your door. Nothing is better than not having to leave your house to get one of these fantastic sandwiches.
I'll have the Big Mac, please.
What makes the Big Mac stand out from the rest of the burgers? It begins with 3 buns. Yes, it's the only sandwich on this list that has 3 pieces of bread. It has 2 all-beef patties, Big Mac sauce, lettuce, American cheese, pickles, and onion. Is your mouth watering? You can't get more American than the Big Mac, and the reason for that can be found in its size. Americans love big things, and this sandwich is no exception at all. No other fast food sandwich comes close in popularity to the Big Mac. Yes, the Whopper does give it a run for its money, but it doesn't come close when it comes to sales and name recognition. The same thing could be said about Wendy's classic single, even though many believe that it puts the Big Mac to shame. McDonald's is the one place we all love to hate, though deep down inside, we crave McDonald's on a level that's embarrassing to admit.
I love you. And only you.
There's something about their food that makes it irresistible. We all know there are better burgers out there. The same could be said about their fries. But we keep going back there. It's not just Americans who can't get enough of the Golden Arches. Big Macs are being savored every second of the day somewhere in the world. You can rest assured that people are gobbling them up even as you watch this.
Hey, I won the $2 sandwich.
Gobble up more of our great videos. Just tap that screen. And if it's your first time here, how about showing us some love and click that subscribe button and knock that bell to join our notification squad.